Good morning, children. How are you? Let's start the new episode of our series from hunting and gathering to growing food. Listen to this whole episode very carefully because you are going to meet new people here. You are going to watch new places in this episode. Now, children, the name of the chapter, as you all know, is From Hunting, Gathering to Growing Food, and we'll continue with this chapter. In the last 2 days, we have covered the following topics. The first topic was, which we covered, who were hunters and gatherers. If we talk about hunters, people who hunt animals, birds, and gatherers, the one who collects leaves, roots, nuts, fruits, etc. Clear? Now the second part is, where did they live? Children, hunters and gatherers never lived at same place. They keep on moving from one place to another place. Third question comes, what did they eat? Very simple question. Whatever they hunted, whatever they gathered, they used to eat that, like animal meat and fruits, nuts, etc. Next is, why did they travel? Very first day I gave you 5 reasons that why these people traveled. Let's discuss it. Try to remember. First, they had to follow the animals whom they wanted to kill. And these animals, wild animals, followed their prey. So they also moved from one place to another place. So they also moved along with them. Then second reason, season to season, because they used to eat fruits which grew in different seasons in different areas. Third, they if stayed at one place for a longer period of time, the whole food which they ate got finished. Fourth, anyone just think about it. And fourth reason is water. In the summer season, when the water get dried up, so they in search of water used to move from one place to another place. And last, to meet their friends and relatives, right? So now next question comes, how did they learn to do herding and rearing? This we studied under the topic change in the environment. What was there in this? We said that around 12,000 years ago, temperature increased, and due to increase in this temperature, the climatic conditions became warmer, because of which what started growing? Anyone can tell me? Just think about it. Grasslands. And all the animals who ate grass, their number also increased, right? And what happened? From when they saw these animals who ate grass, and they saw that they roam here and there in search of grasses, and they were not very dangerous. So they learned how to herd them and rear them, like sheep, dog, goat, etc. Then the next topic was making of stone tool. We discussed two types of method of making stone tool. Number 1, stone on stone, and number 2 was pressure flaking. I explained both the methods in the PPT also, and I gave you pictures also to understand it more nicely. Then we studied about the habitation and factory site. Habitation, where people live, which is their habitat. Factory site, they did not used to make any goods. What were they doing? They used to make the stone tools. So places where they used to make the stone tools were known as their factory sites. And the people, if lived at the same place and made the stone tools there, that was known as their habitation and factory sites. Now the next topic we covered was sites. What was the next topic? Sites. Many archaeologists have found the remains of this period, and those areas are known as sites. Next topic we covered was discovery of fire, which happened in which age? Paleolithic age, and it happened by chance, right? And then we studied about dates and names, in which we studied 3 periods. Which were these 3 periods? Paleolithic period, Mesolithic period, and the last one was Neolithic period. And in the last class we discussed about the Paleolithic age. What did we discuss? That Paleolithic age covers 99% of the human race. That is why it is again divided into 3 parts. Which are these 3 parts? These are the Upper Paleolithic period, Middle Paleolithic period, and Lower Paleolithic period. So I think through this you are able to understand that what we have done in our previous class. Now let's start with our today's topics, which are the topics that we are going to cover today. Mesolithic age, Neolithic age, just an introduction, because the second part of the chapter actually covers this Neolithic age. And then we are going to study about the rock paintings, which are very important source to know about the early people, very important source. Then ostriches in India. Children, you will be very surprised when I will tell you about this. And then a closer look of an Paleolithic site. This is actually a Paleolithic, as well as some areas they are Mesolithic site, right? So we are going to cover all these topics in today's class, right, children? Here I have given all the 3 ages. Can you see here? Paleolithic age, 2.5 million to 8,000 before Christ. These early humans lived as hunters and gatherers in this age. They used early stone tools with single sharp edges. Then these early humans used cave to live. And then came Mesolithic age, 10,000 to 6,000 before Christ. These early humans developed needles and thread for making animal skin clothes, began to use controlled fires, and developed language. These early humans began to migrate also and started making their houses in some places. So now today let's start with the Mesolithic age. Now when we talk about the Mesolithic age, which is also known as the Middle Age, and this started just after the Paleolithic. Very good. After the Paleolithic age. It was the period when the environment was changing. Environment was changing, and it began from around 12,000 years ago to 10,000 years ago. It was a period of, if we say it is the period of transition. What does this mean? It is a period of transition. Children, it is very important to tell you, it falls between the end of the last ice age and the beginning of agriculture. Paleolithic period was ice age and Neolithic is of agriculture. So Mesolithic is the period between these two. It's a period between these two. So I hope this is clear to all of you. Now we will study about the people of Mesolithic age. What we are going to study? People of Mesolithic age. Mesolithic people also, they lived by hunting. They used to do hunting, gathering as well as fishing. While older tools which were used in the Paleolithic times were still there, but human beings learned to make it better, more sharper, little smaller in size. Then one more feature of this, they started domesticating animal, which is the very important feature. They started domesticating animal. They started settling in one place for longer periods of time. So this is about the people of Mesolithic age. Now we are going to talk about the tools of Mesolithic age. You can see in the picture also, they are more pointed. Can you see this picture? Very good. Microliths were the name of these tools, which means very small. Microliths were usually small stone tools fixed onto the handle of bone or wood to make tools such as spears, arrow. The Mesolithic age saw the introduction of a different kind of stone tools called axes and saws. These new tools improved the technique of hunting and gathering food. Now rest I will cover in the next video.